All right, so this is how I want you, this is like a best practice for adding assets to your scene. If you, when you're in Unreal and you would like to go to the Fab Store to add some things, the Fab Store has a plugin, and the plugins are loaded on these machines. So you can come in here and you can go to Tools, oops, not Tools, Window, and then go down to Fab and get content from Fab. So if you don't have this on your home computer, it's because you did not load the plugins. So you can load the plugins if you go down to Edit and then go into Plugins. And if you type in Fab, you'll see there's the Fab plugin and it's been selected and it's loaded in there. So if it's unchecked, then it's not in there and you don't have it. So, but you can get it. You can go to the launcher and get it from the launcher. So, all right, so we're gonna go to Window, and then we'll go to Fab, and it opens up a new tab. And these are some featured products all right here, and they have prices on them, so you can take a look at all that. I always highly recommend getting free stuff. So I'm gonna scroll down just a little bit to get to the filter, and you can see right across here is the filter. And so I'm gonna type in what I'm looking for first up here, like warehouse, and press enter, and now it brings up all the warehouse stuff, but it's still showing me prices, and I want free stuff. So up here in the filters, I see there's a price drop down, so I'll click it and say only show free products. Or you could, if you've got a budget and you're like anything under 10 bucks, 10 bucks would be my maximum, you can do that. But anyway, only show free products, and then it brings up all the really cool free stuff. And you can see there's like hundreds of free things in here that you can download. Anything from barrels to crates to entire buildings. And so, anyway, I'm gonna find one here that I'm familiar with, Factory Environment. It's got 4.8 stars, it's free. I'm gonna click on it. And it's probably a pretty huge file size. If I scroll down a little bit, it's gonna tell me how much stuff is in it. It's for the Unreal Engine format. Number of unique meshes, it's got 854 meshes in it. Vertex counts anywhere from 10 to 30,000. It's got LODs in it, levels of detail. Number of materials and material instances, 432. So it's a pretty robust package. It's probably a couple gigs worth of information in here. And I certainly don't want all of this in my level, but there might be some things that I want. And it says add to library. All right, I can add it to my library. I'm not going to add it to my project yet. I'm going to add it to my library. So I'm going to click add to library. And then I'll have to log in if I'm not currently logged in. And then it will add it to my library. So when my login comes up, I'll sign in with my email if I didn't do it before. And add my password. Drag the letter on the right to the place where it fits. Oh my goodness. Right there. Teaching AI how to become smarter when you do that. That's what you're doing.
I know. We're teaching AI how to hack into our own accounts.
Yes.
That's what we're doing.
Yes, we are.
Yay.
There's nothing you can do about it if you want to get in.
That's exactly right. So I'm going to confirm. And where is it?
One of my favorite things about AI is that Microsoft is offering deals for students on AI who aren't allowed to use AI.
Oh, really? So you can train it?
What the heck does this even mean?
All right, so it says add to my library. My library is in the launcher, so I'm gonna have to open up my launcher. So I'm going to double click my launcher. It's on my other monitor that you can't see. And even though it asks for a system update, we're not gonna do that here because we don't have admin access. So I'm just gonna say continue, and then it'll open up my launcher. And it does it on another page. Let's see, verifying update. And we'll give it a moment to open. All right, so here's my log. Really? Again? I just did this. So if you're working on your home computer, you're not gonna have all of this login and all of this other stuff. It's just because we're using school computers here that it's making me do all this, jump through all these password hoops. Yes, continue. So once you get it set up on your own computer, you just won't have all of that stuff to do, so. All right, so I said add it to my library, and you can see now that I've opened up my library. It says view in the launcher or view in my library. So I can click there, or I can just go into Unreal Engine. And I can go into my library, and I've been downloading free packages for years, probably for like eight or 9 years, and so I have hundreds of free packages in here, just hundreds. You can see all of these are free packages that I have. So what was the name of this one? Factory Environment Collection. These are in alphabetical order, so I'm going to go look for in the F's Factory Environment Collection right there. Now, it says, if you'll notice, some of these say add to project and some of them say create project. Do not add them to your project if that's the only button you have. So I would like to create a project called Factory Environment Collection, so I'll go ahead and do that. And I'll just put it on there, that's fine. Even though it says 5.6, why does it say 5.6? Why can't I have 5.7? So this is not a good example to use, so I'm not going to create it. Let me see if I can find one. Sorry, when we upgraded to 5.7, that threw a bunch of these packages out of availability. So let me go see if I can find something available. Fab, go back into Fab. I've got warehouse selected, I've got free price selected. So that one is not, what you can do is you can download 5.6 on your computer, and then you can load it in 5.6, and then you can migrate things into 5.7. But apparently it won't let you do that here anymore. So I'm just gonna see if I can find something, anything that's gonna let me go into 5.7. So
I love Unreal.
let me see. If I scroll down, it should tell me. They've added so many different things on here, not all. Let's see, there's gotta be like an Unreal button on here. I only want Unreal stuff. Compatibility. Sure, Windows, maximum, minimum.
If you want only Unreal stuff, it's under formats.
Oh, thank you. 5.7, 5.7, formats,
Where is it?
style. Huh. Publishers. Ratings, licenses. I don't know, they've changed all this around fairly recently. Technical features. All right, anyway, I'll just go with this for now. So it's free and it's available with 5.7. So that's how I'm now doing it. So here's one, Factory Pack Volume 1. Let's see if I can grab this one. All right, good, here we go. So do not add to project, and you can add to library. So this is the one, this is a good one. Let's double check that it works with 5.7. There it is. It tells me right here it works with 5.7, Unreal Engine, I'm good. So this is what I would like for you to do. Instead of adding to your project and loading your stuff, you're gonna create a new project. So in the level, I'll go File, new project, down here, file, new project. And what was the name of it? Factory, gotta pull that back up. Whoops, it was called, Factory Pack Volume 1. So I'm gonna create a new project, and I'm just gonna call it Factory Pack Volume 1. Or maybe O1. Oops. Factory Pack Volume 1. There you go, Factory Pack Volume 1. I'm just gonna create a new one, so I'm gonna say create. Creating a new project, and I'm going to put all of that into this Factory Pack Volume 1 project. Then, once I have that project, I can migrate things from that project individually, or even multiple assets at a time, into my project that I'm working on, okay? That's the better way to do it, so you don't bloat your level you're working on. So. We'll wait till this opens, and then we'll go ahead and migrate stuff. All right. This is interesting. So over here in the upper right corner, it says Factory Pack Volume 1. That looks good. I'm okay with this. This is an intro thing that they've added to it. You can go through here and do all this. I actually did this at the beginning of the semester, went through and did this. I didn't realize looks like they're putting it in a bunch of different, all packages, maybe you download, I don't know. But anyway, so now I can take this and I can pick and choose the things I want to migrate. So I'm going to go into my content drawer, and I'll dock it in the layout here. And in my content folder, if I want to find really cool meshes, and I'll go into my filter down here, and I'm going to say, I just want to see static meshes. So now it's going to show me only static meshes, and I'll drag that up right there. And why is it only showing me those? I've got this whole big Factory Pack Volume. Oh, you know what? I created a new package. That's what this is. I created a totally new package. I called it Factory Pack Volume 1, but I didn't put it in there yet. I didn't put the actual factory pack in there yet. So now I have to go back into my library. I go find factory, it's factory environment. So my factory pack, I apologize for making it so difficult. It's the fact that we have the launcher is different from the Unreal Editor. But anyway, so I'm gonna go back into Fab through the launcher this time. And I'm going to look for accessories, let's see. Did I put it in my library? I don't know, it's making me confused even. I only want Unreal stuff, there we go. And I'm gonna type in actually I can type in Factory Pack in Unreal Engine. And there it is, Volume 1, I'll click on it. And now I can say add it to my library. And now that it's in my library, it comes up with the option add to project. Well, I just created a project for it, so I'm gonna add it to my project. What is this preferred download format? Find your preferred export target format in your settings.
Real really quick question.
Yeah,
Are you recording this?
I am recording this.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll try to, actually tomorrow, I'll try to make a better recording. I'll give you guys this recording, but I'll try to make a better one without all the searching around.
And signing in 3 billion times.
Yeah, and signing in, all that. I'll do it on my home computer where I don't have to worry about doing all that. Let's see, add to project. I clicked it, why is it not? Maybe it is adding it to the project. Let's see. So I guess now that I'm in my factory pack, volume 1, I'll go back into the Fab Store from here and type in factory pack. Let's see, it's saved in my library. Now I can add it to my project. Add to project, because I'm actually in the project in Fab. Add to project. There we go, downloading factory pack. Ooh, that took a while to get here. Let's see if it'll do it quickly. There's a lot of good assets in here. Looks like it's going fairly quickly. 20% downloaded. All right, while you're waiting for this, you want to go, you want to find out where is the project that you would like to bring this into. So mine, I think mine's in my documents folder, Unreal Projects, and there it is, my PB warehouse. So because I'm in my factory pack volume 1, but what I'd like to do is bring certain assets into my PB warehouse. So here it is. So I'm gonna open it up a little bit until I get to the content folder. And the content folder is where you are going to migrate all these assets to. That's really important because migrating, it brings over, when you migrate an asset, let's say a static mesh asset, what it does is it not only brings over the static mesh, it brings over all the materials, all the textures, it brings over any blueprints that are associated with it. By migrating it, it brings over everything that is associated with it. All of those things are in here in all these different folders. And so if you select the content folder to migrate everything, then it will spread them out exactly where they need to go. So it's actually really important when you're migrating things to migrate them into the content folder, and then Unreal will go ahead and put them exactly where it can find them later. So that's really important to know. So let's see, we're almost there, 82%. Trying to think if there's anything else we can go over while we're waiting for this. I guess we can look at assets and see. There's quite a few assets that I can use in my factory warehouse here. And some fun things. Here's some shelving, some crates. Oh, there we go. All right, so it opened up my factory pack. Remember that there's the factory pack folder, but then I have my static mesh filter selected. If I don't want my static mesh filter selected, I can just click on the word click, and now it just shows me folders that are in there. But I see meshes, and maybe that's where all the meshes are, but even there, it could be folders and folders of meshes. So I just prefer to go up to a top level folder like this, and then select the filter for it. All right, so I'm gonna pick a few things just to show the process. I'll pick like a barrier, there's one, how about a barrel, and a box, and I don't know, how about what else do I want? Some gas bottles, I don't know, just some fun stuff that I can grab. Oh, there's some pipes, sure, I'll select those types of things. All right, so I have, you'll notice that everything blue is stuff I have selected. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I have 8 things selected. So the way to migrate it is hover over one of the things you have selected, and if you right click on it, it will come up with asset actions, and then you're just going to migrate. So don't do a copy and paste if that does come up as an option. We want to do asset actions migrate. That's the best way to do it. As you can see, it says it copies all selected assets and their dependencies to another project. That's exactly what we want. So I'm going to click migrate, and then it's showing me everything that's going to be migrated. And you're like, wow, that's a lot of stuff. But it's bringing over all the materials, all the material instances, all the textures, and just everything that's associated with all those 8 pieces I selected. So I'm just gonna say okay here. I didn't do anything except look at them, but I'll say okay. And then it's going to find out, and then it's gonna ask, where do you want this? Notice that it's all under the content folder. And I said that was really important, so we're gonna go back into Unreal Projects, my PB Warehouse, and I'm going to select the content folder. So it should show up right there. That's really important, so I'm gonna say select this folder, and then start doing your thing. So it's saving the package into the destination. All these, looks like there were 74 different assets that it was using. So it's putting them all inside the content folder there from my factory pack. And if I like that, I'm done in my factory pack. It's already saved. And so, I guess I could also save all, but I don't see anything that needs to be saved. Now I'll go back into my other project. So I'm gonna say, I can say recent projects, open up my PB Warehouse. And the editor will restart to switch. You'll be prompted to save any changes. Yes. Switch projects. It's over here, opening up. We'll give it a moment. All right, and then when it opens up, as you can see right here, it opened up into my peanut butter warehouse, and then it created another folder underneath. Notice it's underneath my content folder right there, the factory pack volume 1, and here's all the assets, plus, well, I have my static mesh filter selected there. If I uncheck my static mesh filter, go into my factory pack volume 1, and go into meshes, and there's all 8 of my meshes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right there. And now I can begin using them in here, and I avoided bloating my level with all sorts of stuff that I didn't need. So now I can start taking, pipes and put pipes all over the place, and just add these types of things to it. So let's see. So anyway, and that's the proper way to bring assets from one project into another project so that your project is not so bloated. So I'm good with that. I'm gonna save this, file, save all, and I'm gonna close this real quick because we're almost finished, but I'd like to show you something. So I'm gonna close that out just so I get a true reading here. But if I go into my documents here, and I'll go into my Unreal Projects, let's see how large the factory pack volume is. So I'm at a 2.4 gig right there. That's pretty hefty. And then if I go into my PB Warehouse, it's only 948 megabytes. If I had just taken everything in that factory pack and loaded it into my peanut butter warehouse, it would be like 3.5 gig right now. And it takes way longer to save, to copy, to back it up. And I don't want to bloat it like that. Plus, I just don't need stuff in there that I'm not going to use. And if you ever do that someday, whether you're going to be an indie game developer or go work for somebody, you're going to have to make sure all that bloat is out of there. Nobody wants all that bloat on your files in your game. So anyway, any questions about that? All All right, very good. So I'll end the recording here.